and welcome to the Pro League Hype Show with me, your host, Giles Thomas, here at the On the RiZe Media Studio, and we're joined by the Indy Pro promoter, Dave Bowers. Dave, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having me, guys. I'm blessed to be here. Thank you.
So then, Dave, tell us a little bit of history about the Indy Pro.
All right, so the Indy Pro, we started in 2018, was my first pro show here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Pretty excited. We had started off with the open men's bodybuilding, open men's 212, and then we had bikini for the first couple years. COVID comes up last year and unfortunately delayed us, I gues, to this year. We were trying to push it back, but ultimately we had to cancel. So this will be our third Indy Pro event. Bikini is no longer around, unfortunately, but we do have open men's bodybuilding and 212 bodybuilding on May 8th here in Indianapolis. So pretty excited about it. Just hopefully it's the first show of the year for the IFBB Open 212 in open men's bodybuilding here in the U.S. So I'm just hoping to get this thing jazzed up and can't wait for the world to check it out and send some people to the Olympia.
So you're the guy kicking off the IFBB Pro calendar then for 2021.
Isn't that wild? Yeah, typically we're about 2 weeks after the Arnold Classic. We've always been positioned 2 weeks after the Arnold, Ohio, and then 2 weeks after the Arnold, Australia. I made a move to get us a little closer to the New York Pro, a little better because it's a Pro-Am, so it was a little better for the amateurs. So this was kind of a strategic move, and hopefully it pays off. So I've had a lot of pros reach out and say that March time frame was a little too early. So I heard them loud and clear, and we moved it to May 8th this year.
Oh, fantastic! No, because I was because I do other shows, and we've been hyping a lot about because we've had no shows to kind of talk about and generate. But now, I was saying just the other week, I said the Indy Pro, I said that's going to be the first one. So yeah, so so tell us a little bit about some of the past winners, some of the past competitors, some notables.
Well, absolutely. Steve Kuklo, my champion in 2018, 2019. Good friend of mine. Every time I get down to Texas, him and I get out and we'll get a bite to eat. True champion, man. I'm absolutely blessed to have him. The first 2-year winner. I'd love to have him back this year, but he had bowed out. He's got some other bigger plans, which I absolutely respect. But I love him to death. So this Indy Pro in 2021 is wide open. Noel Adame won back in 19. I don't see him on the score sheet, but he has talked to me many, many times saying he's coming back to defend his 212 champion. So hopefully, I think he's made that public. If not, I'm sorry, Noel, but he's coming back as a 212 champion, looking to redeem his title.
Well, I saw some very, very impressive pictures of. They just popped up on my newsfeed this morning of John Jewett looking absolutely sensational. I mean, there's a guy that's been, top 5 at the Olympia. So I think he's looking the best he's ever looked now, and it's still a couple of weeks to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited. Here's the thing, and I've been a bodybuilding fan for roughly 20 years now. And it's hard to believe, that I'm in this spot to be able to do this. But I am going to be completely honest with all your fans and everybody out there. I try not to get too big into who's doing this and that because it gets me exciting as a bodybuilder. But I still need to stay a businessman and a promoter here. So in all reality, I don't really try to follow this part of it as much. Just stay right on track, right on business, produce a very good show for these guys and gals. And, now after the show, once the show's over with, oh man, I'm ready to rock and I'm super excited. But man, I've seen some good physiques come across, a lot of hype. But right now, it could be open to anybody in any division.
Yeah, well, it's the first show of the season, so you're going to guarantee to get a lot. I think it's going to be a really good enthusiasm as well. I think because it's the first show, because normally it's I'm thinking really well. The Arnold Classic is certainly one of the first shows that I go to. And that's the kind of the big one. But obviously we had no Arnold Classic, so it kind of falls on the Indy Pro now to really kick that season off.
Yes, sir. And I also want to note that I think there's going to be a lot of folks that are just going to jump into this right before the New York Pro. I think a lot of people are not really announcing this thing, but it is an Olympia qualifier. It will provide points 2nd through 5th. So right now I'm looking at I've got 23 people on my score sheets right now, and that's between the 2 divisions. I expect this to be at least 40 to 50 athlete event. Fantastic.
Can you tell us a bit about the venue?
We're over at the Indiana Convention Center right downtown. It's 50,000 square feet. We do have COVID restrictions we got to abide by. It's it's in really the heart of the Midwest here. So I'm super excited to bring people in. Big event. The host hotel's walking distance away, right across the skywalk. So you come into Indianapolis, be it Wednesday, Thursday, you're walking around the city all the way through the competition until Sunday morning. So it's very convenient for the athletes. The athletes absolutely love it, and it's an absolute gorgeous venue.
Fantastic. Do you have an expo or trade stands?
Yeah, we'll have right now. I think we've got about 22 sponsors. We'd absolutely love to, get some more booths and get some more sponsorships. But the focus of this event really is just to kick it off throughout the COVID, make it successful, make the first lead-off IFBB show for the Open and 212s this year, just to make it successful. But by all means, yes, there's a small expo. We'd love to continue to grow it. I'm just a new guy and a young guy as a promoter here, and I've got a lot of work ahead of me. So
yeah, are you doing a live stream?
Yeah, so here's the wild part about it. We were actually I've got Bob Cicciarillo coming in, the voice of the Olympia.
Fantastic.
He's coming in. He was going to commentate it with Isabel. Unfortunately, I've been kind of running through some hurdles through the convention center, but we will have a live. I think right now, instead of doing a pay-per-view, we're actually going to live stream it for free for the audience.
Oh, wow.
I just can't bring a big production in. I'm running into some grievance union concerns. We will have it. It will be visible for everybody live. Not exactly where we're going to point it toward, probably my Instagram, or I haven't figured that all out, but we will have it for everybody. But more than likely, we're probably not going to do the pay-per-view option. But Bob Cicciarillo will be there. He will be doing, a lot of the interviews coming up to it during pre-judging.
Yeah.
Probably through pre-judging and finals. So we've got some big people coming here with Steve Weinberger as the head judge.
Nice.
To kick this thing off and get everybody jazzed up.
Yeah, fantastic. And also, because I work for MD as well, Muscular Development, I know they're going to be in attendance. So they're going to be providing full coverage, on musculardevelopment.com as well as NPC News Online everywhere. So I think it's a real it's exciting, and it's kind of a real honor to be that first show of the season. And I'm just I'm so excited that the not shows not as big as the Arnold Classic are getting that opportunity to really kind of kick the season off, and right before the New York Pro as well.
Wow, I'm in a blessed position here, but like you say, yeah, Jay and Mannion here with the photography, and we've got the whole MD crew coming through. So, so I definitely appreciate this opportunity to speak to you and your fans, and I can't express how excited we are here in Indianapolis.
Fantastic. And where can people get tickets for if they'd like to attend?
DaveBowersProductions.com. VIP and general admission seating is all available. Coaches passes for those who are coming in with their pros. Everything's on. It's a one-stop shop. So go online, take a look at that, and then on the Instagram at DaveBowersProductions.com, and also the IFBB Indy Pro for the live stream. It's going to be pointed at one or the other, maybe even both. So please stay tuned, and we'll get that information out to everybody.
Okay, guys. So Dave Bowers, promoter of the Indy Pro, thank you so much for coming on the Pro League Hype Show. Wish you all the very best of luck with your event, and I'm sure it's going to be a huge success. And I'll probably see you at the Olympia.
Hoorah. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Dave Bowers, thank you so much.
Hey, no problem. Thank you guys very much. As you can see, the desk is a little messed up. Everything's a little crazy, so I try to get it polished up for you. But hey, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you doing this for me. And I know, like I said, I'm the new guy on the block, going on my third year, and getting support from guys like you behind me and getting this out and about is really what it's all about. So I just can't thank you enough.
You're doing a great job, Dave.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.